Welcome back to another 2.5 Stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly,
Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
I think
What if I'm
Erik,
the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it.
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hap Gaming. Welcome back to another 2.5 Stars. I am joined by...
Erik.
Kelly.
and Rick.
Hey, this time we're streaming. Sorry about that, guys. We're a little late because I thought we were streaming and we weren't.
This is actually take two.
Take two, yeah. This week we watched Harry and the Hendersons, directed by William Deere, written by William Deere and Martin. Fuck, see, I didn't mess all that stuff up the first time. As far as everybody knows.
It's not true because there's no proof.
Exactly.
No, I have proof. I've been recording it.
Written by William Deere and Bill Martin, starring John Lithgow, Melinda Dillon, and Margaret Langrick. IMDb synopsis: the Henderson family adopts a friendly Sasquatch, but have a hard time trying to keep the legend of Bigfoot a secret. So what'd you guys think?
Of course they're trying to keep it. You can't keep a secret. It's a Bigfoot. It's not no bunny, honey.
Yeah,
I somehow nailed it twice.
Yeah.
That was great.
And, it's, stinking up the place, fucking just making a mess everywhere. So, yeah, it's fucking impossible. There's no fucking way you're going to keep that shit a secret.
You know, one thing I always wondered about when I was a kid is, where's the Bigfoot shit going?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
You know
like,
it's
you're
shit.
not.
Yeah,
You're
because he didn't
not.
crush any toilets.
Exactly. I mean, like, you're not gonna hide the heaping mounds of Bigfoot shit everywhere. Like,
Do you
there's no hiding that.
Do you think they have vaporized from that movie Envy with Jack Black and
Let's hope
Vince
so.
Stiller.
Vince Stiller? Yeah, thank you, Kelly.
You know what'd be funny? If he was shitting down the neighbor's chimney.
Jacuzzi.
No, chimney's way funnier.
I just want okay, so they gave him a bath in that pool. Damn it. They gave him a bath in that pool. I just want him to do fucking what the fuck's his name? I just had
The
it.
Sandlot?
No, fucking Last Man on Earth. What the hell is his name?
Oh,
Tandy,
God,
Tandy.
Will Forte?
Yeah. Do you like Tandy and fucking
Margarita pool.
use the toilet as a toilet?
Yeah.
Or the pool as a
Oh,
toilet.
God.
Oh, yeah, that too. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
God.
you say
damn,
Margarita
Tandy.
pool?
Yeah, he had one.
Yeah, no, I was. I just want to make sure that's what you said. That would be hilarious
Yeah.
to have Bigfoot have fucking margarita pool too.
Damn it.
One thing about this that there's no fucking way is that it would be a vegetarian.
No.
No.
It would just need to eat so much to keep going. And if it could probably run real fast, and then it would just snap the legs off of an elk and then eat it.
Well, I mean, what if Bigfoots are
No.
kind of like humans and they're just a pursuit hunter? They just pursue their prey for fucking days until it just lays down and dies.
Judge, if any of the YouTube videos I've seen of them chucking shit is real, then they probably just throw fucking trees at it, and the deer's like, "Hey, oh fuck, I'm trapped by a tree."
Well, I mean, like
Damn
I could definitely see a Bigfoot using a rock or a stick as a weapon. I could
Yeah.
definitely see them, definitely having tools and things like that.
This one seems smart enough. I feel like it would have had fucking spears and shit like that. It would have had something.
Yeah. Or a bow and arrow like the giants on fucking Game of Thrones.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Once again, another creature that's supposedly giant and vegetarian. So.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's just some kind of PR bullshit to make them seem less scary. Meanwhile, the giants are just over there ripping guys' legs off oh, man, this is tender shit.
They're
like
vegetarians, but
wings.
like that marrow in the bones. I feel like
yeah.
Jack and the Beanstalk Giant did that, right? It's like the marrow from the
Something
bones.
like that, yeah.
Grind
Oh,
his
that's what he
bones
did.
up
I
or
just
some
thought he
shit.
was sucking on his bone.
Oh.
Oh,
It's like Marilyn
God damn
Manson.
it,
He's missing
Eric.
that rib.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So fucking Bigfoot, that'd be scary as fuck. Could you imagine being out camping and then you just fucking hammer into a Bigfoot and you're just looking at it is that a bear? Of course, let's say the four of us went on a camping trip, right?
Mhm.
I mean, if we hit a Bigfoot, I can tell you right now that me and Ricky and maybe even Steve would all be like, "Oh fuck, what if it wakes up?" Bam, 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 bam,
yeah,
bam,
pretty
bam,
fucking
bam.
much. It's gonna
Do you
be
think we
like in
got it?
it's,
Bam, bam, bam,
it's-
bam, bam, bam,
it's
bam,
gonna
bam,
be
bam,
like
bam.
the ending of what is that movie?
Strange
Yeah,
Wilderness.
Strange Wilderness.
And then we'll take video of it hung up in a
yeah,
cave
look,
like
it
it
hung
killed
itself.
itself.
It was just I don't know. You know?
Oh, it was depressed. There's
Yeah.
only one of its kind.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't
it's so
know.
scary. Could you imagine like?
Well, I mean, I've watched. Besides watching this movie, we watched. Was it Tommy Boy with the deer?
Yeah.
Or was that the other
Yeah,
one?
that's
Black
Tommy
Sheep. Okay, yeah. And I've seen that. So you hit a fucking animal, it doesn't mean it's necessarily dead. I
No.
don't want that. I don't want
No.
something that has hands that can rip my fucking head off. With a
No.
deer, it'll
No.
just fucking gore the fuck out of you and probably kick you a bunch.
Well, okay, Eric, you remember the game we played, Bigfoot?
Yeah, scary.
Yeah, that's kind of what I would imagine it would be trying to fuck with the Bigfoot. Like,
Yeah.
try as you fucking might, that thing's just gonna charge you down faster than fucking anything you've ever fucking encountered and just destroy your ass.
Look, so
Literally
like, have you
destroy
guys,
your ass.
have
It
any of
just
you guys
might.
seen? Yeah, have any of you guys seen those chimpanzee videos where they kill smaller monkeys?
Oh yeah.
They're
No.
fucked up, man.
That's all I can imagine that a Bigfoot would do if you pissed it off.
Mm-hmm.
I have this like theory that like I've been working out in the woods since I was a kid, like a little kid. I've got a lot of time spent in the wilderness. Okay. Like a lot of people go, they're driving along and they're like, yeah, there's not really that much woods out here. Why you can only see like at the most 25 feet off the road. And there's like bazillions of acres
Oh yeah.
that those things could wander around. And I hate to break it to anybody, but you can hear people coming from a mile away. It's easy.
Oh, people are very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even okay, I was out at work working on my machine and I heard this guy who was hunting.
Yeah.
I heard him walk up from he was like 100 yards away and he's hunting trying to get elk and I'm thinking,
Mhm.
how the fuck is this guy ever going to shoot an elk if he's this loud? And that's how most people are. Now, if you're a Bigfoot and you're out in the woods, you're not on a road, right? You're just out in the woods and you don't like people. Because there's like lots of Native American folk tales and stuff about, doing stuff like to become a man, you got to like kill one or whatever bullshit it is.
Right.
Plus, they're people. If you're a Bigfoot and you see a person, the sensible thing to do is to get the fuck away from it.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be that's what people do. They see something that might be a threat, and then we all just go and kill it because we're basically we're pretty shitty about that. I mean, it's good survival technique, but it's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people who say that there's no way, that's a little too sure. Like, I think I might have seen one in the middle of the night once, but you never know. It could have just been a bear that
Yeah.
stood up and turned perfectly away with red eyes.
I could have sworn I smelled one at one of your jobs before.
That was
I've never
Eric.
smelled.
Yeah, that was Eric. Sorry.
That was
That was
That's how bad his stink.
That was before the infection, so that can't be the case.
Damn it.
Oh, that's fucking gross.
Oh,
No,
man.
so I mean, to say the people who say there's absolutely no way, that's way too sure.
Yeah.
Right.
It's way too. Let's say there's 25 of them. There's I think the Sterling City SPI district has 80,000 acres.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and that's only in between Chester and Paradise. That's how many acres there are, and I mean, there's a ton of places there where nobody goes.
Well, didn't you say that there's way more caves out there than we even know about?
Oh yeah, there's shitloads of caves out
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there are. Up here in these
So-
mountains, there are a shit ton of caves. If you're just
Caving
hiking
them
out
there hills.
somewhere out there in the random, just in the woods, you actually have to be really careful about that. They'll actually tell you if you start walking on land or it's going across the ground there, you stomp down if you feel like it's kind of hollow underneath you. Watch your step because you might be near a cave.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can
I
just
know a
crack,
guy who's-
crack right through the fucking roof of it. Doesn't matter. You're gone.
I know a guy was cutting down trees with a machine on this plot, and his fucking machine fell into a mine shaft.
Yeah,
Gee.
yeah.
Like fucking 20 feet down. It
Oh,
wrecked
yeah.
the machine. The guy was fucking trapped in there for a while. Pretty scary situation.
Oh yeah.
And you don't want to be in that. But so that's the thing that bugs me about people who are sure that there's no aliens. They're just sure about it. I mean, it's open. time will tell, right?
Oh yeah.
And like people go, well, how come there's not better videos of it? Well, let me ask you, like, how many really good videos of mountain lions are there? How many really good
True.
videos of like lions? When we found out about gorillas and chimpanzees, it was like the 18th and the 19th century. We just found out about them. We thought they were bullshit too. And they're not. They're like, if Bigfoot's shy, right? If it's like stay the fuck away from people, they're crazy little bastards. They're not gonna fucking come bug anybody.
No.
They're gonna be like, oh shit, it's fucking one of those things. Man, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here because you can smell people from a mile away too.
Oh yeah.
You know.
If we don't smell
So-
like shit, we smell like flowers.
Yeah, that's it. They're like, why the fuck are those flowers out here? Oh, it's one of those fucking people smells.
Mhm.
Those dirty bastards.
Pretty
I
much.
should, There's a shitload of people who just plain disappear in the woods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I feel like the first good footage of a Bigfoot we'll actually end up with is going to be some camera somebody finds.
So found footage thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just going to be a guy who was filming a Bigfoot and then it ripped its head off.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he's dead now, but there's the camera and the Bigfoot didn't just bury the camera. I mean, one of the arguments is like, you never find they're dead. Yeah, well, I've found plenty of deer carcasses, but I've never found a mountain lion or a bear carcass.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, never, ever. I've been out in the woods since I was 12. I never found one.
It's because they go and bury the dead, just like he wanted him to bury all the stuffed
The mink
heads and all
coat?
that shit. Yeah, the mean coat.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever that was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that shit. So I'm just like, oh, well, I'm just
Fucking-
gonna bury all this stuff. And the roast
Wouldn't
beef.
that be the shits if they were as smart as us? Or maybe even, let's say, a little bit tiny smarter, right? And they're just like avoiding us because they know how much of a maniac we are.
I'm gonna go with Bigfoots have a cool society like Wakanda and Black Panther, and they just have a crazy fucking holographic dome over their thing. And
Yeah.
anytime
And the only
anybody ends
Bigfoots
up
we
in there,
actually
they
see
erase their
Are
minds.
just the
and-
crazy eccentric ones that have left the society.
Yeah. So there's just a Bigfoot society inside of a super high tech city in the middle of the woods somewhere.
Wouldn't it be cool if they're basically just like, let's say George Lucas was out in the woods when they're doing the Ewok thing and he found like a society of Bigfoot and that's what he based Wookiees off of? Like they're super smart.
Yeah.
Well, what
And
if
they're-
big feet
they're
are
totally-
super small, but they just have huge feet?
So they're hobbits?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wouldn't explain how like far they go into the ground when they step.
I don't know. Maybe those feet are like 50 pounds apiece, dude.
So
You don't know.
you're saying they're like dwarf halflings?
Yeah, like dwarf clowns.
Dwarf clowns?
Yeah, because the clowns got the huge ass feet.
Okay. No, I'll give it to you.
That's weird.
All right. No,
Vicky, that's like one of the weirdest ones I've ever heard. They're dwarf clown babies.
I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really super dense dwarf clown babies.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're actually their balls are made out of lead
Uh-huh.
and they have no wait, not titanium. They have platinum bones. That makes them super dense and heavy ghost clown babies.
Yeah. Those clown babies.
Like people talk about fucking trail cams, right? What if they could see in infrared and they could see the fucking beams shooting out and they're like, oh, that's another one of those people things. Get the fuck away from that.
Yeah, and then they could do like Schwarzenegger and just cover themselves in mud and just hide from the fucking.
Hell
infrared
yeah,
things.
fucking Predator style.
Yeah. It's like fuck this
Oh,
shit.
that'd be fun. Wouldn't that be funny to walk up and the fucking thing standing right in front of it, just covered in mud, and he's like just cranking it.
Damn
Well,
it.
well, what did you see? Did you guys see that video I sent?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty
Yes.
much.
Ricky, that's something else.
That's
I
what
know.
Ricky hopes that Bigfoot's like.
hmm
He can only jerk off when people are watching him.
I mean, hey.
Oh, so is Louis C.K. just like a bald
Uh huh.
Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Well,
He's ginger, so the Bigfoots are like, fuck you, get the fuck out of here. I don't like gingers
Yeah.
either.
He's a gingerfoot. That's
Yeah.
hilarious, Kelly.
God damn it. All this damn hate against my kind.
That's hilarious.
God damn it.
So like, Bigfoot's like, all right. So Harry and the Hendersons, one of my all-time favorite movies when I was a kid. I watched this movie so much that we fucking ran out of. We broke at least 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I really like the scene where he's up on the ladder and he's aiming at the thing's head.
Yeah.
And like he does like the really hard thing and he realizes that like, hey, this thing is not just gonna like some belligerent killer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Now myself, I know for a fact I'd be like, I'm having a real hard time with this. I definitely got to shoot it, because if it just decides, hey, you know what I love to do in my spare time is rip women's arms out of their sockets and then jack off in front of them. Like, Kelly's right there. What if he just decides, hey, I'm pretty stressed out over this whole thing. I got to chill out. I'm going to rip her arm out of her socket and then go to town on myself.
Damn it.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen to her, so I'd have to shoot the thing.
I would hope.
It'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Or I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know.
I'm gonna show this Bigfoot how to do stuff.
I mean, I would be, I would be really hard pressed not to just shoot the Bigfoot. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, fuck the thing. I mean, it's gonna fucking kill you probably if you fucking get it. It's gonna be just like that Bigfoot game. So your only chance of doing anything is to just fucking kill the goddamn thing. It's. Yeah, I mean, I would.
Well, the situation. I mean, if you were in exactly the same situation as John Lithgow, you're gonna have to be really suspect of the thing's motives in that direction, because right when the thing woke up and was in the kitchen and he's seen him, the thing could have killed him immediately. He could have just walked over, just grabbed him, pulled his head off.
Yeah.
That's the end of that. And he didn't do that the whole time. So he'd have to be like, okay, this thing hasn't killed me yet. Why not? Right? You'd have to wonder, why hasn't this thing killed me yet?
I would just honestly think, like, you know what? It must be just as startled as I have, because why haven't I killed it yet? Because I'm fucking freaking the fuck out. There's a goddamn Bigfoot in my house.
Well, because you can't walk over and rip its arm off either.
Well, no, but I can walk over and grab
You'd
a
be
gun.
like, walk over and grab his thing and be like, oh my God, it's like grabbing a fucking giant piece of wood. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna readjust this theory.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to grab it just in case he's like, oh, this is the way things are going. All right.
Damn it.
You know what I mean? Like, no.
Yeah. What I would be doing is I'd be like, I mean, if you're in that situation where, sorry about that, where he's like sitting in there and he just is in your house tearing shit up, it's like, it's just time to leave. You just take your wife, you get in the car, you get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You don't worry about it. You leave it up to the neighbors to deal with. Call the police and say, hey, there's a giant spider that's huge. It's a giant black widow, biggest one you've ever fucking seen, and it lit the house on fire. The house is on fire. You guys better show up. Then all the firefighters are going to show up and be like, is that a fucking Bigfoot? Oh, shit. Shoot it with the hose.
Gotta clean that stink off.
Yeah.
Put that fire out. That fucking ass fire it's got. Do you smell that? Holy shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, if I could, I would definitely hunt a Bigfoot, though. I mean, just because, gotta prove, who the apex predator is here. You know what I mean?
What are you going to do if you shoot it with your gun and it has like a fucking personal shield that comes on as you shoot it?
Because
and
it's
you
a
just see
fucking
the bullet?
Wakandan
Yeah.
guy, type guy.
Because it's like an alien, or it's a really advanced,
civilization.
really
Species
super
there.
advanced hominid that they
Yeah.
can do stuff that we can't. And you just see
Yeah.
that bullet
At
stop,
that point-
and you're like,
Okay. At that point, I'm throwing my gun down on the ground. I'm getting down on my fucking knees and begging it to forgive me and let me join its society.
if I was you, what I'd do is I'd go, son of a bitch, the gun just went off. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry, pal. Did you see that? I was looking at it. That bullet went right by my eyeball. I was looking right down the barrel when I shot. God damn, that was close. I pooped my pants. And if I was you, I'd push out a steamer the second you see that bullet shoot out. It's the only way you're going to come out of that alive.
Look, Eric. you're laboring under the delusion that I didn't already shit myself the moment I saw the Bigfoot. Okay.
Just look at the Bigfoot. You coward shit in my pants.
Damn it.
Who the hell shit in my pants? Was it you, Bigfoot? Did you shit in my pants?
So Ricky, Eric, and I were talking about this when we did the Game of Thrones thing. We've determined that you are Tormund's son, but you need to go suckle at the teat of a giant to become badass
Yeah.
like Tormund.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to go drink some giant's milk, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you
Yep.
become badass like Tormund.
Yeah. Is that the only thing I'm missing?
If you find a
Huh?
giant to suckle the teat of, let me know. I want to go do that too. I want to see if I can grow a few inches as well. I wouldn't object to that.
God damn it. No, but your wife might though, Eric. Your wife might.
No, I'm talking about height. If I come back and I'm 6'4", Kelly's gonna be like,
Damn
You
it.
don't think that
Where'd
she's
you
gonna
go?
care that you went off and had to seduce a giant and to let you suck its tit?
I'm pretending I'm its baby. I'm not seducing it.
God damn it, Eric. I mean, you do look like a.
I
gi-
look like a mini giant.
Yeah, I'm like you do look like a baby giant.
Got a
like-
huge old melon head.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, wouldn't that be nice if my head fit my body? By my body getting bigger?
No,
Oh,
it's-
that'd be great.
It's just Eric's head is gonna get bigger. It's gonna swell the head up even more.
God damn it, Ricky.
I know. That'd be the shits, right? I'm 6'4" because I just developed a fucking Sasquatch cone head.
Yeah.
It'd be cool though. Like I could jump off of the top of buildings and just land straight on my dome. Be like,
Torpedo Eric.
there's like 4 feet of bone there. You can't do shit to this head.
But like
You know?
Hammerhead in, is it a Spider-Man villain? I think Hammerhead's a Spider-Man villain. Yeah.
I
He's a
don't know.
mob guy. He's got like a adamantium skull. He just slams his fucking skull into everything.
That could be.
Yeah, but
It
like,
almost
wouldn't
sounds
that
like a
still,
Daredevil
like,
villain,
But
though.
like, wouldn't that still like shake your brain around inside your skull?
He's not very smart already, so we really wouldn't do much damage to him.
I know. What is it gonna do to me, Ricky?
All right.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the villain guy anyway. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, I
because
mean, you know.
like because like that's like the issue with like the NFL and people saying like like oh just make them better helmets. It's like well it's not really protecting their skull that you're trying to protect there. It's their brain, slamming up the like on the inside of their skull that you have to protect it. You really can't make
I
a
think-
helmet for the
you need
inside of
inertial
someone's-
dampeners in your helmet.
Yeah, you would have to
Yeah,
to
I
keep
don't
the
know. I
brain
think
stationary.
I think my opinion on the whole like CTE thing is they should just monitor it and see how bad it gets. And then, I mean, guess what? They could stop everybody from ever having anything bad happen to them ever, and you're still gonna die. And guess what? If you did that, stop anybody from ever having anything that would hurt them ever, you'd have the worst fucking life ever.
So what you're
What would that
saying-
life even be?
so-
You would have
so
never
what you're saying
ran,
is we need
but
to
then you
get
ran.
the cast ball league up.
Well, I mean, it'd be worse than that because, like, if you were literally trying to stop everybody from doing anything that might hurt them, you would never run. You'd run every day. You'd never, like, go on walks outside. You'd walk every day. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you don't run, you can't have your knees blow up. But at the same time, if you do run, then your heart won't explode. You can't eat anything. I don't know if you just didn't eat anything bad. So if you only ate vegetables, you might be able to be okay without exercising. You see what I'm saying? Like, all the crap that everybody says, there's always like a positive and a negative. And I mean, if life isn't even worth living, what the fuck are we even worried about it for? Some of these guys, like my little brother, he lived to put on a helmet and fuck some other dude up playing football. Like he'd like run and hit people really hard, and then he'd come back and be like, I think I broke that guy's collarbone, that fucking bitch. And that's what those guys are like. Like, good, that's what I'm glad they're doing
Well, I mean,
that.
like, that's kind of like where I'm at with it too. It's just, I mean, it's like, look, like these people like know what they're getting into. You know what I mean? Like they know what can fucking happen to them. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. Like if that's what they want to do, that's what they fucking want to do. If they're gonna destroy themselves or destroy their brain, well, guess what? They made that choice. They willingly did that.
Well, they could definitely. I know. I'm like 90% sure that scientists can do some kind of a scan of your brain and see how far along the CTE is.
Oh yeah.
And if they just took Like for instance, if like let's say next year they just started taking a 6 month, like a biannual, I think that's right, whatever,
Yeah.
a scan of your brain, right? And then got somebody like Muhammad Ali, whose brain definitely took too many shots, and they scan that, and then they find somebody who's just getting there. So like, there's a guy in the UFC who just started slurring his words a couple of years ago, and he had to quit, and they could scan his brain, and then maybe they could go with like, hey, your brain is like almost mushed out, you got to stop. We're medically kicking you out. Sorry, man. And I mean, that would suck, but that's the best of both worlds.
Well, yeah, I mean, like at least then the guy's gonna have some kind of type of life he can actually live because he can actually still be functioning,
Yeah.
Before he just knocks himself permanently stupid.
I mean, what's funny about it is it's almost like nerds started giving a shit about the bully football players that pick on them all of a sudden. Because I mean, everybody has seen those like interview videos on when you're like watching football thing with your dad, and you just see this like football players like, yeah, oh, come on, and I hit him so hard, and it was real good, yeah. And then you watch a video of him when he's talking 15 years ago to the press, and he's like, and then it was very fantastic. I ran, I juked him, I turned to the left, and it was tremendous.
So he's like, why does he sound like Donald Trump?
Everything goes to Donald Trump with him right now.
I know.
A few years ago, it was Terminator. A little while ago, I think it was
Terminator?
Cosby.
Schwarzenegger.
Yes, sorry, yeah, Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
In Ricky's
okay.
mind, Schwarzenegger is Terminator.
Yeah, the Governor.
Ricky doesn't actually believe that Arnold Schwarzenegger is a real person.
He's not.
He thinks he's a fucking
No,
robot
that's
from the future.
Terminator plays played Arnold Schwarzenegger when he became the Governor.
Yeah, that could be.
Just saying.
But it's like the Sasquatch though. Like, it would be so cool to have like. Okay, one thing I love about this movie is Ernie is that's one of the closest things to a real boy I've ever seen on a TV show.
Yeah.
Where he acts like a psycho, because that's what the shit that me and my brothers would have said. Like, he hits him, and his mom's like, "Do you think you killed him?" And he's like, "You wasted him, Dad." He's all excited about it.
Damn it.
That's what fucking kids say.
Yeah.
Like, those types of boys. Like, I know for a fact, we went hunting, right, with my my dad, my uncle, and we were hunting near this like refuge line, right? We were on the right side of it though, and just across the line, we could see the deer in the refuge. And I remember I looked right at Robert and I go, "We should just fucking waste them and then drag them back across the line. Nobody will know. Just fucking blow their heads off.
Damn
Eat
it.
them." Like, that's what 6-year-olds boys say. I was excited about it.
Yeah.
I ran over 30 deer with a pickup, and I'm like, don't need to shoot them anymore. I've definitely, made them pay the toll. Although, can't they learn how to fucking deal with the road? Stupid ass deer. Somebody needs to. You know what we need?
Deer school.
We need.
Teach the deer.
You gonna
Yeah.
teach deer school, Ricky?
Well, that's what we need. We need a deer traffic school. Don't you think, Kelly?
Yes. I mean, like, look both ways before you cross the road. It's
But
pretty
don't
simple.
stop.
That's not even the,
Don't stop
that's the
in
first day.
headlights. Yeah.
Yeah.
7 days. Don't stop in the headlights.
Yeah. Hey, look, do you see headlights? Get off the fucking road. Somebody I said thought that the deer were congregating around the road because they were eating the cigarette butts, and they're all addicted to nicotine. Which I gotta say isn't the silliest thing I've ever heard.
No, not really.
Because why the fuck are they next to the road?
But I mean, like,
Yeah.
I could understand that back, 20 years ago or whatever. But people don't smoke as much as they used to, and now they're smoking fucking e-cigs and vapes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what the hell? I mean, they shouldn't be addicted to shit anymore.
So
we go out in the woods and we see a bunch of fucking deer with vape pens.
They got
they just got a jewel out
Yeah.
there, and they're just like,
Yeah.
they see you that you
walk
have,
out
like
there-
they see Ricky has a fucking vape pen, and they just tackle him. You see him like just getting it with his mouth and running off. Ricky's like, I just got fucking mugged by goddamn Bambi and his buddies.
So you just have to walk around. That's how you hunt, Ricky. You just walk around and smell for fucking bubble gum, And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, there's fucking deers over here.
Uh-huh.
Or fucking blueberry or whatever
Yeah,
other
exactly.
dumb fucking vape flavor there is.
And I mean, unfortunately, like I've been around trashy people who smoke and throw the butts out the window.
Yeah.
There's still a shitload of them running around.
Yeah.
And they still do that. So it's not like that's ever gonna go away.
No.
I mean,
No.
like ask Ricky. I'm sure he's seen college kids who do that kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So if you guys, if let's say we're out camping, right? And I'm driving and I hammer a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And then it gets mad at me that I am not going to stay around and cuddle with it. And then we're driving away and it runs out in front of the car and I run it over. Okay. So what would we do?
Probably get out, shoot it, and then get the fuck out of the woods.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that scene in Goodfellas where they're stabbing the guy is
Yeah.
basically the three of us with weapons
Yeah.
where we're like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Then again, if I did just bang it, like, you never know. We might just be like, oh shit, we fucked you up. We'll take you to the doctor. Could you imagine taking one of them into the fucking ER?
We would just say they have gigantism and that.
Would it be the ER or
and
the
that-
vet?
No. You see, like, we bring them in and we just say that they have gigantism, and then that condition that makes people grow hair all over their face.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just tell them that that this person has both of those conditions. And
Yeah,
like,
you
oh,
really
okay,
got the
totally.
short end of the stick.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
super long dong disease.
Well, I mean, just the fact that he's hung like a fucking donkey, it's just an added bonus, I mean.
What I wonder if he would be because like
I mean,
like
other apes
gorillas
really
only
don't
have an
huge
inch long
dicks.
penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that.
Well, I mean, maybe that's why Bigfoot is actually a vicious creature. Maybe he's this like huge, like 8 foot tall fucking beast, but he's got like a 1 inch dick.
Yeah.
Well, he's found forest porn.
Those are the hunters that go missing. They're sitting there and they whip it out and they're just peeing.
Yeah.
Looking
and then
down at it, and the
sees and
Bigfoot
gets
sees
fucking-
it.
Yeah, he gets jealous. He's like, "What the fuck? This little tiny creature got a dick that big?" Dude, like, fuck you.
Or
Yeah,
he's
the
found, or he's
Bigfoot's
found
like-
forest porn and he's just pissed off. He's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But no, back to the maybe the small member thing. That's literally where the button in the fur coat came from.
Oh my god.
That scene.
Jesus, Kelly.
God damn
Oh
it.
fuck.
Oh, that's fucking
Big-
great, Kelly.
Oh.
God damn it.
Bigfoots are just out there. Oh, you know what it is, guys? Bigfoot's out there with his lady, and his lady sees the hunter's dick,
Yeah.
and she's all looking at him like, "Pff, you ain't shit. I'm gonna go over there and get a piece of that, and then Bigfoot goes crazy,
fucking ballistic and fucking kills and eats the hunter.
rips your fucking arms off, and he looks at his old lady like, "You gonna fuck him now?" I don't
Well,
think
she's
so.
like, yeah, he's still got a dick, and then he rips his dick off.
She's slapping him on the face like, "Come on, get hard."
Or maybe, I mean,
Guy's like-
maybe that's just, like Bigfoot's, sex toys. They find a hunter with a good dick and they just rip it off,
The arm.
I mean,
Oh.
I thought you were
exactly.
the arm, Ricky.
I mean, the Bigfoot
You
comes
know.
back,
The
he's
woman
like,
runs over there,
yeah.
just rips the guy's fucking arm off, then just bends the hand into a fist, and is
yeah,
like, "That'll do."
You know what kind of fetishes they have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like they come back and like,
I'm
hey,
gonna
honey,
be
I got a
open.
new toy for bed. Spice things up. Seems how you got a 1 inch dick.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
You can always use an extra hand.
Exactly.
Talk about the ultimate stranger.
Oh,
God
man.
damn it.
I mean, although, like, God, the fucking scene in the city where he's like trying to get that, God damn, that's scary.
Were you trying
Like-
to get back to the mountains? Or when
Yeah, all
he's
those
trying to just
fucking
get away from all the
cops,
hunters
like-
and
No, the cops trying to get him, and
Yeah.
that'd be fucking terrifying trying to smuggle him out of the city. And then you
Yeah.
got, I mean, the part that gets me the most is when he's howling and he's got his head stuck out the fucking window.
Yeah.
I mean, if that happened today, half of them would have a little bit of a picture of him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude,
Because-
there'd be a million videos of it,
Constantly
like
on the cell
out,
phones, why
out there,
not?
like within like,
Well, yeah.
like a minute. There'd be a million videos of them.
and there
Well-
wouldn't be anybody that pulled over either.
Plus, yeah, well, there's that. I mean, but there'd be like a ton of of pictures because they would feel safe enough to pull their phone out and take a picture because they're in their car.
Right.
If you're out in the woods and you see a fucking Bigfoot for real,
Dude, you're shaking like a fucking leaf.
and you're out in the woods, like you're not seeing it like 18,000 feet away. You're going to be seeing it less than 200 yards, and you're thinking to yourself, well, I mean, I think what would happen is you just immediately be in awe that it's real, and you'd be like, holy shit, that thing is fucking real. I think the last thing you're going to think about is whipping out your camera.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
like, my biggest thought is going to be like, if it turns toward me, is it going to kill me?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's my thing, because I'm like, who fucking knows with those creatures? You know what I mean? Like, you fucking don't know. I mean,
Well, there's a
maybe- I mean,
shitload
like,
of people who go missing in the
yeah,
woods.
Exactly. So,
Every year.
Exactly. You know, like, and I mean, like, who's to fucking say? You know, like, those aren't the sentries, you know, for their, you know, hyper, you know, advanced city, you know, and they just kill you when they gets too close to them.
Those are the shitty guys that live in the village that have to take care of the goats, and everybody sees, and they're like, "Fuck, I don't get to live in the cool space city out there with all the
Exactly.
cool technology and the fucking awesome video games and shit. I have to fucking live in this fucking goat farming community."
Exactly. And that's also why
Bullshit.
they're so fucking pissed off. They're like, fuck this shit. Like, fuck this. You know?
It's like a tiny dicked goat farmer.
Yeah.
You're going to be a mad son of a bitch.
All the
Oh,
people,
yeah.
and especially since all the people in the advanced civilization have already solved this tiny dick problem, and they all have huge dicks in the civilization.
Yeah.
Don't you
he'd be
guys think
pissed.
that's going to be like one of the first innovations with genetics?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Dick size.
There's
thing?
going to be.
Oh, yeah. Dick size and
Oh,
tit
I-
size.
Oh,
Dick
yeah,
size
there's
and titty
a lot of
size.
Males. Yeah. That's right.
I
It's gonna
mean,
be
you
those
know,
two.
you're going to see like some like 50-year-old guy who's like, yeah, I suffered from I don't have a very big penis syndrome. And then they're going to genetically screw with him. And the next thing you know, he's going to have a fucking arm hanging off of there. He's going to get his first Woody and then die. And everybody's going to be like, well, should we let everybody do this? It's dangerous. We should stop people from messing with nature. It's like, well, don't make it the size of an arm.
Exactly.
God.
I mean, and don't turn
God.
a fucking chicken into a goddamn dinosaur.
Yeah.
We already know what fucking
No.
happens when you do that shit.
I mean, I don't think women would be all that happy if all of a sudden men were running around with 15-inch Coke can dicks.
Honestly, I don't think they
No.
would be either.
They'd be like, are you guys planning on having sex with cows and horses from now on?
Cows and whores.
'Cause- I mean,
Well,
yeah,
I mean, either way, it fucking works.
yeah,
know
that
what I
works too.
mean?
It's like, I mean, that's just like,
Damn it.
that's just not gonna
Eric's
fucking
just
fit
sitting there
in
trying
there,
to like
bro.
think of something else. He's like, I don't think I want to say what my mind just thought.
That's exactly what happened. Correct. You know?
That was
Oh,
the
that'd be
Erik
fucking
stutter for the
funny.
censorship.
Yeah, I nailed it.
Yeah.
So like Kelly, I was watching this and I was looking at the daughter and I'm thinking to myself, this is exactly how Kelly would react
Pissed off
with the
that
whole
there's a Bigfoot in
camping
there?
thing, like the first scene where she's screaming at the rabbit. That's a Kelly move. Saying that she's not going to eat the rabbit. That's a Kelly move.
Yeah.
Getting mad and yelling at it about something like the corsage, 100% a Kelly move.
No, I mean it's
Yes.
not a dog. I mean a young dog, damn right. Yelling at a 7-foot hairy stinky beast in my kitchen.
You yell
no,
at
I would
me.
not.
I mean, I'm not 7 feet, but I am hairy and stinky. So,
That's true.
No.
That is true.
so I
We've
mean,
already
you
we've
know-
already
you never
established that Erik is actually nothing more than a infant giant.
know. Or like a miniature Sasquatch. Wouldn't that be the shits?
You're a Sasquatch with.
Oh my
dwarfism?
god. So speaking of that, right? So my mom finally got her 23andMe genetic report, right?
Yeah.
And my dad got his report done a while ago. So I'm 47% genetically matched to my dad. And I'm what the fuck did I say I was?
49 to your mom?
No, I'm like 48% to my mom.
There was like 6% difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I have 6% DNA that I didn't get from either. What the fuck?
It's
Probably just a margin of
thought-
error.
I mean, but
margin of
it's
error, and
6%,
also,
dude.
Oh no, it was 4%.
yeah, well,
it's
you'll have
4%.
like you have to figure probably like like 3% like margin error, 'cause that's usually a pretty well like allowable error.
Kelly
It's
is
My
3%.
margin
40
error, no, yeah, I'm 50% dad and 49.9 of my mom.
Yeah.
So that's
maybe when Eric's mom got knocked up, she got exposed to some radiation, and it just mutated the shit out of Eric's DNA.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if I'm a fucking mutant?
You know,
Wouldn't that be the shits?
I mean,
Man, I hope it was a good mutation. It's probably something stupid like,
leukemia.
yeah,
Damn it, Ricky.
something like that.
Well, that's usually one of the fucking mutations
he's not
you
wrong.
get when you get
He's
fucking
not wrong.
radiation.
You guys all know I'm not going to be the guy who gets gills because that's not my mutation. I'm going to be the guy who gets like extra baldness or something.
Uh-huh.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd take extra baldness over leukemia any day, even though with the leukemia comes the extra baldness.
Eric gets super nuts. Like, they're also super sensitive, but he just gets huge nuts that are super sensitive. Like, that's it. Like, I suppose you could probably toughen him up and use him like a hippity hop, but...
oh, gosh.
Well, they are pretty big. I don't know. I'm not very sensitive though. The whole thing is pretty insensitive. It's a kind of a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah, when you're, in there, getting freaky, and, wanting someone to step on your cubes just doesn't get you there no more, huh?
That's right. Oh man, fucking Bigfoot. God, that'd be cool though to have like a buddy who's like a legit Bigfoot. You know, like imagine that. Hey, I gotta move all my shit out of my house in like 2 days.
Yeah, but
Hey,
Bigfoot would
Bigfoot.
just throw it all through the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you crush half of it.
Yeah.
There's your problem. There you go.
No, he's not that. Like he grabbed that dog pretty gently. He picked the kid up gently. He'd be fine and just be like,
Well,
"Hey,
you
take
saw
it
what
easy,
he
bro."
did with all the stuff. Like
That's because he was trying to sit on it.
A living
And he didn't
creature he'll be
understand the
gentle
motion.
with, but stuff he probably ain't gonna be gentle
He
with.
definitely put his hand through a few walls. He busted some doorways with his head.
That's just exploratory procedures, man. He was
Uh-huh.
past all that.
Yeah. So it's kind of like when a shark swims up and kind of like does those like like test bites on
Yeah.
on like a boat's motor or some shit like that.
They only do that once, and then
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, well, fuck these things."
Especially when you.
I
turn the
love
prop
how
on.
he tipped the refrigerator over when I was a kid. For some reason, I thought that was the coolest damn thing, having that refrigerator on its side. And I'm like, why can't my refrigerator do that? The
So
kid's
Kel-
just walking right through there, crushing over pizzas and whatnot.
So Kelly's over there in her kitchen as a kid trying to tip their fucking refrigerator over.
No,
This is.
but
this is,
I did.
This is how Kelly got grounded the first time.
I did ruin a shelf in our pantry because I was climbing on it, trying to get to the top shelf or something.
Damn it.
But no refrigerators were tipped over in my house. I just thought it was neat. I don't know why. What the refrigerator on its side like that was hilarious to me.
Yeah, me and Robert, we
swear to
didn't
God.
tip any over, but we punched the handles flat on ours.
Why?
You know how they had the. I don't know. We're dumb boys. That's what they do.
Not even I did that.
What?
I said not even I did that, and I did some really
Yeah,
stupid
well-
shit.
Robert and I were maniacs. We were just punching shit. You know.
I mean,
I'll never forget how mad I was. I beat the shit out of the door when the stupid ice machine broke. Fucking thing. That was the worst day when the fucking ice machine quit and you get, you're used to ice, so every drink has some ice in it.
Oh,
And then you're
Yes.
like, wait, why no ice? And then the fucking thing mockingly laughs at you with its broke ass and it's like, you're not going to be getting ice for a long time. You're like, fuck you! Pow! Because, you're a fucking 12-year-old boy who
yeah.
hates the refrigerator anyways because there's nothing ever any good in it at all.
It's true.
Goddamn fucking refrigerator. This is a
Fucking,
conspiracy
it's a
formed
goddamn
by the
fucking box
refrigerator
of fucking
guild.
deceit and fucking lies. Tense good food, but there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
The guy who played Harry was actually the same guy who played the Predator in 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So
Really?
yeah, he's just like a really tall dude, I guess. So he played a lot of tall characters before he passed away.
Yeah, wouldn't that be sweet to be that tall?
So he's dead, huh?
Yeah, he passed away.
Was it Kevin Peter?
Kevin Peter Hall. Yeah, he got AIDS.
Yeah,
from
that's
a blood
it.
transfusion.
That's shitty.
He
yeah.
died from a blood transfusion?
Yeah, well, he died from AIDS that he got from a blood transfusion.
Oh,
He died
gosh.
in 91,
That sucks.
age 35.
He was 7
Fuck.
foot 2.5 inches tall.
God damn.
You
I don't
guys got
think
to
I'm gonna
admit,
be that tall.
the cinematics or I don't know, whatever the hell the special effects on this, that Bigfoot looked real when you're a kid.
It's still there
Yeah.
are some scenes where they did a really good job with him, like
Yeah.
when he's running the forest away from what's his name, the French hunter guy.
Yeah.
There's some scenes where you don't like you just see it running through the forest, and it's like, yeah, if you filmed that and showed that to people and they hadn't watched Harry and the Hendersons, they would legit think that was a fucking Bigfoot running through the
Oh,
forest.
yeah.
I've seen some YouTube footage that looks just like that. And you're like, holy shit, it's a Bigfoot. And then you're like, could just be a really tall man. Shut up. Don't be a naysayer.
So I guess there's one scene though where Harry's screaming like like yelling, and I guess you can
Yeah.
actually see the mouth of the actor through the mask. And
Oh, really?
Oh, that's funny.
Dang, I gotta start reading these goofs so I can see it too. 'Cause I would like to see something like that.
Yeah. So, well, that's what you do, Kelly.
Rockies out there.
You next time we get a movie, go and look up the IMDb and find the goofs, so that way you can catch them easier.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll be on it.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool, though, the whole
It won
fucking
an
finding a
Oscar.
Bigfoot,
Yeah, this
taking
movie,
it home.
This movie won one Oscar.
I mean, it should have won multiple Oscars because it was fantastic.
Best makeup.
Yeah.
No
You see
shit,
that?
right?
Yep. Best makeup. 1988. Best makeup.
When we were kids, I got in an argument with somebody, and I said that this was a real Bigfoot. And it's just to make us all think that they're not real
Mm-hmm.
using movie magic.
Yeah.
I don't think I was right about that, though.
Well, I mean, we all know, that anytime there's a Bigfoot in a movie, it's actually a real Bigfoot. They've just, trained to,
You don't
act
have to
and
train
stuff.
them. They're smart as shit. They just do. You pay them enough money, they're gonna do the job. Be all right.
That's
Yeah.
true, that's true.
This was a PR stunt by the Bigfoot Nation in the
Exactly,
forest. They
exactly.
really wanted to like push out that Bigfoots aren't bad. They just but everybody thought this was just a comedy, family comedy kind of thing, and they didn't believe Bigfoots were real, and they still thought they were monsters in the forest. So PR stunt didn't
Yeah.
work, but I think there's enough people now that believe that Bigfoots are friendly and stuff. So maybe they'll come out someday. We have to get
Yeah.
attacked by something, and they'll help us defend.
You know what'll happen is they'll do that, and then everybody will fucking turn on them the second we fix it.
Oh, of course they will.
Because
That's how humans
People
work.
are fucking awful.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Quit that.
Well, that's.
Then
human
again,
nature.
like, good luck fucking catching them. I mean, they could fucking run real fast, and
They're insanely fucking strong.
yeah. There's like some YouTube videos. One of the ones that kind of looks real to me because I can't really figure out how you would do it, faking it, is there's these guys who are working out in this oil refinery. Well, it's like in Canada, so they're like digging or something. I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly what they're doing. Anyway, so there's these fucking trees that are like 50, 60 feet long and about 10 inches on the bottom that are getting ripped around, so still stump, then being thrown at them. And you can see these huge fucking things like just being tossed in the air. And I, for the life of me, cannot fucking figure out how the hell you do that. Because like I work with logging machinery, so I'm like, well, how would you do that? I'm like, you could throw it sideways, but not up in the air, because nothing goes that fast up. So, and then the stump part of it, like the bottom, that's a fucking lot of weight.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to rock it back and forth and rip its fucking roots, and then pick it up and
Yeah.
pretty much like javelin at fucking out, so like a fucking javelin or whatever.
Yeah, except the thing doesn't move fast enough to do that. Like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't stick, just doesn't move out. The arm doesn't go that fast. So I'm like, how the fuck would you do this faking it? The only thing I could figure out is if they had a crane and they had attached cables to the crane and they had the crane on a really high speed spool. So they hammered the crane down and the highest speed it would go and then let off of it. And then for some reason the cable didn't make the log, or this tree move in any weird fashion, which it doesn't appear. And then they just edited out the cable, which good luck with that,
I mean, maybe they just built like this, like, track system where they just kind of like lay the tree down on it and it just like launches it fucking out, like, a bunch of wheels that just kind of roll it along the track and, put a little ramp there and just launches it fucking out.
Well, the way they're being thrown, it looks just like somebody just ripped them up and just chucked them up in the air.
Yeah.
It's a creepy video. Because you got to wonder what the hell they're thinking. Like, hey, we're going to scare these people off by throwing fucking trees,
I mean, that's
and then
a good
there's
way to
weird
scare people
videos
off.
where people are walking along and they find trees ripped out of the ground, turned upside down, and just driven into the ground.
What?
Yeah. Like, that's legit. People find that shit where it's like there's pictures and stuff.
Huh.
What if some of them aren't bullshit?
Yeah.
Scary. I mean, to say, for sure that there isn't one, I think that's a little strong. Like, let's say there could, for anybody who knows, there could be like 5 left or something. But so why would all these people just make it up?
Attention.
Because okay, yeah, but how much attention do you really get?
I mean, some
'Cause
people
there's
just only want, any kind of attention they can get.
But what I'm saying is you don't get any attention nowadays for saying you saw a Bigfoot.
I know that one guy got a TV show.
Who's that?
That Sasquatch hunting guy.
Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that guy was actually trying to get a TV show, though. The other people, there's tons of them that just call the police and say, hey, I've just seen something really creepy. It was giant. It looked like a dude. That's all I'm going to say. Bye. And
Well, how many of those people didn't take their meds that day?
Yeah.
So it's just like,
How many of those people took the wrong type of meds
yeah.
that day?
what I'm
They
saying
started
is- Or some
seeing
other
shit.
drug.
what if there's
Yeah.
2 or 3 out of, let's say, the 50,000 that reported, there's 2 or 3 that actually see something. That means there's really something there.
Well, yeah.
So
You
that's
know, I mean,
scary.
the absence of evidence isn't the evidence of absence.
Yeah. What would be cool though? Let's say because was a real creature that looked a lot like, so far that we can tell, like Bigfoot. What if people have like a genetic memory that we don't really understand? So like in the dark, when you see a certain shape just so far, the genetic memory just shows over the top of it. That's like, holy fuck, it's one, get the fuck out of there. It's going to kill you. And you see it. And it's literally just a hallucination of like a fucking Gigantopithecus or whatever the hell it was. And that's all it is. You're just seeing like what, because I guess like half of everything you see is just memory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean,
your eyes are
I've
constantly playing tricks on you to make
Yeah.
you think you're seeing the way how you're seeing.
Yeah, I have been like really, really tired driving home once or twice, and I'll have like mud on the windshield, and I'll go around a turn, and I will have sworn I seen a mountain lion starting across the road, and then it turns into the mud, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, I'm fucking really tired.
I've seen a T-Rex one
tired-
time.
Yeah?
Turned out it was
From
a tree.
that?
Turned out it was a tree. Yeah,
Oh.
from being really tired.
I seen a garden gnome peering outside of the side of the road.
Oh, that was real.
Oh, I
though.
remember
He
Yeah,
was
that
like
was-
popping
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah,
I'm
that-
like,
I'm
oh, okay, just keep on driving, Kelly.
Yeah, now that was actually real there, Kelly. But now what you should have done is you should have tried to capture it. Maybe gotten yourself some wishes.
Hell no.
Garden gnomes don't
What
give you
would be-
wishes, Ricky. That's not a leprechaun.
Well, maybe he'll give you
Also-
some fucking money. You know they got the underpants mines and shit. All
So
right.
out of all the creatures that there are that people think they see or whatever, which one would be the scariest one for you guys to see?
Loch Ness.
Just
Imagine-
what, like out on land?
No, like imagine like you're out there like on like a kayak or a small boat, like out on that lake, and this huge
Uh-huh.
ass fucking creature just comes fucking up out of the water. Like, no, bro, no. Like, fuck that. Fuck that.
So it's not a mythical creature, but a megalodon would be fucking scary as fuck if I saw that.
Yeah,
when I was on
yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is they're saying that there still is huge possibilities of like large carnivorous shark species existing in the deep ocean. Like, there's still that
Yeah,
very
fuck that,
very
see?
big possibility that there are still species like that out there.
Screw that.
Well, why do they think that? Is that because people have said, "Hey, I seen a really giant shark"?
Well, no, it's a lot of times because
And then-
of what they'll see. They'll see like remains of a giant squid and shit like that have like monstrous fucking chunks out, and like the teeth pattern doesn't quite match up with our larger sharks. So, like, this is something bigger. Like, it might be multiple bite marks that just line up fucking perfectly to make it look like it's just one large mouth, but it's inconclusive. Like,
So would that be the same thing as seeing a giant footprint in the woods that doesn't match any footprint?
pretty much, yeah. Pretty much,
Yeah. And then
Wendigo-
you're like,
A
Wait,
Wendigo
what
would be
is
pretty
that?
scary too.
yeah. What was that?
A Wendigo would be pretty scary too.
Oh god, yeah.
which one's a Wendigo?
Those are the man-eating fucking monster creatures.
It's like a freaking
They're said to be like people that transformed into monsters because of greed and like cannibalism.
yeah, it's kind of like
and
this
stuff like that.
deer-looking beast thing.
Weird. I think my scariest would be like a gray alien.
Yeah.
To see one of
Yeah.
those again.
If I'm like out in the woods, right, and I'm doing something, I turn around and there's a fucking gray alien walking up to me. It's like, oh shit. There's probably not a whole lot of good that's gonna come out of this.
No, they gotta check the transponder in your anal probe.
Yeah, they're like, well, we're gonna have to do another run at that. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
no.
Like, for some reason, your ass is just burning out our transponders, Eric. Like, you really gotta watch what you're eating, man.
Yeah.
Have an answer because in the dark I'm scared of everything. And my husband.
No, let's say the
You're
broad
afraid of
daylight.
your husband?
No, I was gonna say something.
Fucking
and
right she
He
is.
interrupted.
Go
so
ahead.
go ahead, Eric. What were we gonna go?
In the broad daylight.
Oh, what
What would be the scariest in the broad daylight?
tweaker?
A tweaker would be
Yeah.
the scariest.
That's a mythical
Yeah.
creature?
Have you come across them?
Okay, I'm talking about a mythical creature, not something that we all know very well or exist.
Mythical.
An
I
It
don't
could be an
crap.
alien. It could be Sasquatch.
Well,
it could be
I'm
like
scared
a crazy
of everything,
ghost.
even the daylight too. I mean, if I saw it,
Oh, no,
What?
I know exactly what it would
Slenderman.
be.
what?
If Kelly's standing out there and she sees like a demon,
Oh yeah.
like it looks like
Yeah.
Diablo from Diablo 2.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the scariest Kelly's gonna get.
For
She'd be
real.
like, "Hell no!"
Yeah, that's definitely. And but Steve was very close with the Slenderman.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much a demon too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
I don't like evil, so yeah, that would
Yeah.
probably definitely yeah.
Kelly would lock up, and next thing you know, she'd be somewhere out in the middle of space because she stopped her momentum, even relative to the planet.
So Eric, so we have little chores out here that we have to do at nighttime, and sometimes I either am so tired with baby reasons or want to get it done, or scared from Eric's videos that he's been watching lately.
But they're
where I'm like, "Can you
good."
please keep me company because I can't do this by myself. And he'll come. Come outside,
Baby man
and,
comes out there and
No, so what he'll do is, oh my God, look over there. I'm like, stop. Like, I know there's nothing there.
My favorite is, "What is that?"
God damn
And-
it.
Works
and
every
so-
time.
And so, what instead of running back in, I'll stop and look at him like, would you stop? And he's like, Kelly, you just got us both killed. Like, he'll do this
Yeah.
every night. That it's not funny.
Her reactions are the worst.
So
Like,
Eric, pretty much what you're
if I
saying
seen-
is you're doing like the little boy who cried wolf, and the one time when you actually do see something, he says, Kelly, obviously knowing you, is just flat out not gonna fucking believe you. Be like, Eric, you can stay outside for a
I
little
would
while and watch
rather
you
that she
outside."
didn't believe me and ran away than doing what she does, because when she gets legit scared, she just pulls her arms in like a boxing like a boxing, like the old timey
Yeah.
boxing
Put him up.
boxing pose.
Yeah.
And then she just locks to the fucking ground. So basically, like, if I turn around and I see a fucking cougar running at us or a Bigfoot or something, and I take off, if I can't even like grab her. I'll just have to start running and hope to fuck she follows, because I can't push her out of the way. I'll die first. Well, like, if I at least take off running, the thing might chase me when she just stands stock still.
Well, yeah, she's pulling out what's his name? What is his name, Stan? From Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Drax.
Yeah, Drax. Yeah, she's just pulling a Drax move, just not moving so she can't be seen.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. You can't see me.
Yeah. Well, that's about what it is. And you know what? It's super scary for me because I'm like, what am I going to do if I actually see something? So I've been hoping I can desensitize her to being scared.
You
And
just make it worse.
Yeah, that's not true. And then she'll just
Yes.
if you were actually scared, then don't stand there like a goofball. There's like what are you gonna hide from that? Are you hoping that you're gonna get a T-Rex chasing after you? That's the only creature we know of that it'll help.
Oh,
If
man.
Jurassic Park is real, which they don't
Is it?
have motion-based vision. They probably have vision-based vision, and they'll just be like, "Wow, look at that easy snack."
Well, they have a huge fucking nose. They probably could just smell you and they go, "Oh, nom 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 nom." You know, it wouldn't matter anyways. That's a fucking giant nose. It's got to have
Yeah.
really good sniffer. So
Yeah,
It's very true.
yeah, that's true.
Did anybody watch the Harry and the Hendersons TV show?
There's a
little
TV
tiny
show?
bit, but not much.
Yeah, like fucking 70 episodes.
I do not remember that.
Neither do I.
don't know.
Never
Eric's
watched
like,
it.
now I gotta buy those episodes and watch them.
Well, it's like there was a Back to the Future show too, right? And I
Yeah.
only remember like seeing like 2 episodes, and I really wanted to see all of them. That's the lame thing about cable in the 90s, or for me, regular TV in the 90s,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is they never have anything when you want to see it when you can see it.
never do.
Because like you can ask my mom. When we were kids on Saturday morning, every once in a while we get to watch something, but more often than not, my dad would turn on like This Old House or one of those shows
Uh-huh.
where they'd be working on stuff and they're boring. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? We only got the one TV and we're going to watch this crap on Saturday. So, and Sunday. I mean, that was like, I don't know, it was crappy. I don't like what those shows were just like. Well, I mean, by the time I was 15, they're kind of interesting. But when you're, 12-year-old and you want to see a fucking cartoon,
Oh, I know.
the last thing you want to see is fucking Bob Vila.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like go
My
fuck
dad would
yourself.
watch those and fishing shows like all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's breakfast time. Oh, let's turn on. No, fishing show's already on. Well, I missed my chance.
Yeah, see, at least when Stan is a little kid, he'll be watching scary ass Bigfoot videos on YouTube
no.
with me.
I don't want to have him scared along with me.
He's not gonna be scared. He's gonna be a maniac like me.
that kid's
He
gonna be
won't
out there
scared.
building a fucking Bigfoot trap.
He's gonna be like me and Robert and have kitchen knives under our bed, like under our beds
that's
to like
scary.
stab the shit out of Bigfoot.
That's scary.
Oh,
We never stabbed anything that I can talk about.
making a zip line off of his dad's Timco down to the corner of the trailer. You're all gonna be inside and just gonna hear this big bang on the side of your trailer and the kid screaming, "Bam! What the
Yeah.
fuck was that?" I think he made a zip line.
Yeah, I get up and I'm like, test run number 1 unsuccessful. Slammed into trailer. Possible damage to body and or trailer. Luckily, no substantial damage to self was incurred. Hit head first.
Yeah.
I'm
God damn it.
Kelly comes right out. Did you kill Stan? No, he's fine. He didn't go yet. All right, come on, I'll catch you before you hit it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right, guys.
I
What-
wouldn't do that though. I wouldn't do that to my own kid. I'd do that to somebody else's kid though. It'd be hilarious. It'd have to be a relative's kid because somebody else would just get all pissed off about it.
God damn it.
Whereas a relative would be like, he's got a cut. Well, he's fine. I don't know what happened. Yeah, we were on the zip line. Shush, what do you talk about? God. Do you want to go on the zip line again? Ah, shut the fuck up about it, okay? Golly. Be cool, bro. Dang, kid. That's,
Yeah.
All right,
I think it's weird.
What rating did you guys give this?
4 stars.
4.5.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
3, I guess.
Holy shit.
And I gave it I gave it 4 stars. So
Nice.
next week's movie is Ricky's Choice. What are you gonna choose?
So I do, if I remember correctly, it's I'm gonna choose Jurassic Park: Fallen Kingdom.
Jurassic World.
Oh,
Jurassic
thank
World.
fuck.
Oh man.
Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
That's the second new one, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay,
It
sweet.
is on Google Play.
He was really scared for a certain kind of animal.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
Sharknado.
yeah, I was like, please
I-
not
I
this
can't
time.
really find them right now, so you lucked out. They got
Oh, that's
removed.
right. They're not. Oh yeah, yo, stupid.
It is.
What the
It's
hell
like,
is
we were like
going on with
almost finished
Netflix?
with it. We were almost finished with it too. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Halfway
I'll be
there.
damned if any one of us is gonna buy that damn show.
You don't say that. That's gonna happen now.
Kelly's gonna go
Well,
buy it
it's-
just to spite you.
Steve and Ricky aren't gonna do it. If Jason wants to do it, he can go right
Well,
ahead.
that's what
He's
I'm
not
saying. Like
listening.
Kelly's gonna go and do it just to spite you, Eric. Because
I will disown her if that
I
happens.
did find that Google Play card
but
that
mainly
you're
just
just
to get
like,
it over
"Oh, I don't
with."
care.
If you waste that Google Play card on fucking Sharknado, we're getting a divorce. I'm telling you that
This is
right
the second
now.
time he's threatened me with divorce today.
I know, right?
Now it's the Google Play card. Earlier, I teased him because he said he doesn't like dreadlocks on a woman, and I said, "Well, I guess I'm going to have to cancel my appointment later on this week." And he's like, "If you get dreadlocks, I'm going to divorce you." I'm like, "No, you would not."
Oh, Kelly,
Yes, I would. I'm like, "No, you would
I-
not." He's
I-
like, "Okay, fine, I'll shave your head."
Hey,
then."
I
the
wanna
Kelly that
see
I
the
love and
dreadlocks at least
married,
once, Kelly.
if she gets dreadlocks, that's not the Kelly that I love and married at all.
All
Next
right,
thing you know,
Kelly.
she's gonna be telling me about eating organic and fucking whatever other nonsense that happens, and I just can't abide that.
braiding her armpit hair.
Oh God! Telling me about how she's not gonna bathe anymore because that's not healthy.
Ugh.
Yeah. Well, no birthday present for me. That's funny. Oh my God, how pissed off at my mom would I be if she sent me that for my birthday? Sharknado 5. I'd be like, no.
Hilarious.
That'd be
Ugh.
fucking hilarious.
What are we on? We're on 4?
I think so. Yeah, we only have 2 more left.
Yeah, right. By the time we watch 4, there'll be 6 and 7 come out.
One can only hope.
How's your Prime situation?
I have Amazon Prime.
Yeah, okay, good.
I don't know whenever. I think I can pay for it if it re-ups.
Okay.
Because I've been really waiting for The Expanse to come out.
Yeah,
Expanse is a great fucking show.
it is. It's really good.
So good. I love that show. It's like
Is
what
Is it on there?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Stan is making a
Yeah.
lot
You
of
know, and
racket.
I'm really trying.
It's all right.
It's
Kelly.
okay.
We're fine.
If anybody doesn't like hearing a baby make goofy baby noises, they can just go fuck themselves. This is not the show for you then, because I mean, between the dick and fart jokes, like he's the most innocent thing that's ever been on the show before.
For now.
Okay.
Wait till
All
it gets
right. I
older.
guess we're done.
We are. I'm just trying to get the. I don't know what the fuck happened here.
Little
There it
baby
is.
boy
You spit out 2 pacifiers.
There it is.
This is
on the floor.
Yeah, this is the third one.
That's my boy.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure, mixer.com/Turkadare, and twitch.tv/Turkadare You can also go to youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. You can follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at Turkadare. You can follow Eric on Twitter at.
Quick and severe.
You can follow Kelly on Twitter at.
Sugar Snuggles.
You can follow Ricky on Twitter at.
Furry Twitter balls.
And you can follow Jason on Twitter at Unbelievable1. You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky at HAPgaming.com. Each one of those names individually at HAPgaming.com. You can find all the stuff I've been saying in the description on YouTube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions and Twitch.tv/Turkadare Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you join us on Wednesday as we play some video game. Don't know what it is. Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. On all those things I said earlier. And next Sunday, as we discuss Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Also, I have another Trover video coming out on Saturday.
Nice.
So check that out.
Watch the first one again. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's a fucking hilarious game. So go.
I can't believe that's a video game. I was
it's
like,
awesome,
this
right?
is actually a video game?
And it was only like it's like $29. I had $20 on my my PlayStation credit thing, so I only had to
Oh, is it
spend
just
$9
on the PlayStation?
It'll be on the PC in like 3 days or 4 days, something like that.
Oh, cool.
So that's gonna be it, though. Join us for all that stuff I said, and thanks for watching.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye.